Friends, have you ever noticed the voice inside your head? That quiet whisper, the one that comments on everything you do, the one that can either lift you or weigh you down? Most of us think of it as just thoughts, small sentences passing through the mind, but the truth is far deeper. The words we repeat to ourselves are not harmless. They are the very building blocks of who we become. Words shape beliefs. Beliefs shape identity. And identity, my friends, shapes destiny. Think of a child who constantly hears, "You're useless, you'll never achieve anything." Even if that child has immense potential, these words begin to shape a belief. Eventually, that belief solidifies into identity. I am a failure. And when someone embraces an identity, consciously or unconsciously, they begin to live it. The tragedy is not in reality, it is in the narrative they carry about themselves. Now imagine the opposite. A young girl, perhaps inexperienced at first, keeps telling herself, "I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm getting better." At first, she may not fully believe it, but repetition creates belief. Over time, that belief becomes her identity. She becomes a learner, someone who grows with every challenge. Every setback becomes fuel, every mistake a lesson. The world is the same, but two different inner dialogues create two entirely different destinies. Let me share a simple example. Imagine waking up and saying, "I'm tired, today is going to be difficult, I don't feel like doing anything." Instantly, your energy drops, motivation disappears. But if you wake up and say, "This is a new day, I may not feel perfect, but I will give my best. I will find at least one reason to smile today," your body responds. Your energy rises. Your mind becomes alert. Words do not just float in your head, they send signals to your entire system. They literally change your chemistry. There is a story that illustrates this beautifully. Inside each of us live two wolves. One represents fear, doubt, anger, and self-hatred. The other embodies courage, confidence, kindness, and love. Which wolf wins? The one you feed. And how do you feed it? With words. When you keep saying, "I can't, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed," you feed the wolf of fear until it controls you. But when you say, "I will try, I'm learning, I'm capable," you feed the wolf of courage. Over time, courage becomes your protector, your strength, your inner guide. Some may say, "But I feel like a failure." Isn't it lying to say otherwise? My friends, there is a difference between lying to yourself and guiding yourself. You don't have to claim, "I am the best in the world," but you can say, "I am growing, I am learning, I am improving." That is truth. And truth empowers. It trains the mind. Your mind is like fertile soil. Every word is a seed. Plant weeds of self-criticism, and weeds will grow. Plant seeds of encouragement, consistency, and hope, and a garden of strength and joy will bloom. Every "I can" or "I can't," every "I am" or "I'm not" shapes your future. Change your words, and you change your beliefs. Change your beliefs, and you change your identity. Change your identity, and your destiny transforms. Friends, consider how food affects the body. Fresh fruits, wholesome meals, and nourishing food energize you. Junk food, oily and processed, leaves you sluggish and drained. Words are food for the mind. Positive self-talk nourishes. Negative self-talk poisons. Say, "I can handle this," and energy flows. Say, "I can't," and your body collapses even before the challenge begins. The brain cannot distinguish between imagination and reality when emotions are involved. Constantly repeating, "I am weak," your brain and body behave as if it is true. Repeat, "I am strong," and your body responds with vitality. Consider the marathon runner who injured his leg before the race. Everyone told him, "You cannot do it. You'll worsen your injury." But his inner voice was different. "I will finish. I am strong. I am capable." Limping step by step, he crossed the finish line. Not first, not a record, but victorious over the limits of body and mind. Positive self-talk generated the energy to keep moving when all else said stop. Meanwhile, Someone healthy but negative in thought can walk through the same day exhausted, drained, defeated, because self-talk steals energy before life even begins to test them. Every word either charges or drains your inner battery. Your mind, like a phone, cannot function on empty. You hold the charger. That charger is your self-talk. Each I can, I will, I am capable reconnects you to the source of power. People who master this often seem to have extra energy, not luck, not easier lives, but a trained inner voice that fuels them instead of exhausting them. And friends, self-talk is not just about energy. It shapes how you relate to others. Your inner dialogue is a mirror. Speak harshly to yourself, and you unconsciously treat others harshly. Speak kindly to yourself, and your words radiate encouragement and compassion. Self-love is not selfish, it is the foundation of compassion. A mind trained in self-criticism cannot genuinely love others. A mind trained in self-compassion does. Think of the man known for anger. His inner voice constantly said, "You are too slow, you are a failure." That anger spilled into his relationships. When he changed his inner dialogue, "I am trying, I am improving," his external world changed. People noticed the calm, the gentleness. The mirror effect of self-talk is that profound. We are living in one of two states of mind, victim or creator. Circumstances do not determine this. Self-talk does. Why does this always happen to me? Leads to victimhood. This challenge is hard, but I will find a way. Creates a creator mindset. Two people lose a job. One says, "I'll never recover." The other says, "This is tough, but maybe it is a chance to learn. I will try." Same situation, two different realities. Even in prison, a man kept telling himself, "I'm free in my mind, I can grow here." When released, he walked out wiser and stronger. Meanwhile, someone free but trapped in negative self-talk is the real prisoner. Life challenges will never stop, but the conversation inside us is always controllable. One word can shift life from powerless to powerful, from victim to creator. There is one tiny word that can change everything. Yet. We often speak in final, permanent terms. I can't. I'm not confident. I will never succeed. The word yet transforms limitation into possibility. I can't do this yet. I'm not confident yet. That small word changes despair into hope, failure into a stepping stone. A child learning to ride a bicycle falls. Saying, "I can't," closes the door. Saying, "I can't yet," keeps the door open. Adults fall into the same trap. "I'm terrible at public speaking," becomes "I'm not good at public speaking yet." Suddenly, effort, learning, and growth are possible. Growth mindset is not psychology, it is language. Words shape mindset. Mindset shapes life. A scientist failing hundreds of times said, "I only see steps I haven't mastered yet." That yet kept him going when others gave up. Friends, how many times have you stopped yourself with the words, "I can't"? Imagine if you added yet, doors would remain open. Dreams would remain alive. Self-talk can also shift from complaint to gratitude. Most of us focus on lack. I don't have enough money, time, or support. Complaints shrink energy, weaken hope, and steal joy. Gratitude rewires the brain. Saying, "I am blessed, I am grateful," releases dopamine and serotonin, strengthens immunity, reduces stress, and improves sleep. The outer world remains the same, but inner life transforms. Gratitude self-talk changes relationships too. Instead of resenting a partner or friends, noticing small acts of kindness softens words, warms interactions. Instead of criticizing yourself, saying, "I am thankful for my journey, for my mind, for my body," fosters growth and peace. Gratitude allows striving from fullness, not emptiness. Self-compassion is another profound shift. We speak to others with kindness. "It's okay, you are learning, keep going." But with ourselves, we are often harsh. "I'm an idiot. I never do anything right." Self-compassionate self-talk turns us from enemy to ally. The world is full of critics. Don't add one inside your own mind. Speak words of encouragement, forgiveness, and belief. I know I can rise again. There is a Japanese art called kintsugi, repairing broken pottery with gold. Self-compassion works the same. Mistakes, cracks, and failures become golden opportunities for growth, resilience, and beauty. Harsh self-talk blocks learning. Kindness fuels creativity, motivation, and recovery. A child learning to walk succeeds with encouragement, not criticism. Why not treat your inner child the same way? A young musician froze on stage thinking, I'm not talented enough. His teacher reminded him, mistakes are proof that you're trying. His self-talk shifted. I am learning. I am improving. Over time, he became one of the most skilled performers. Not practice alone, not talent alone, but the inner voice shaped destiny. Self-compassion changes how we recover. Two people fail. One says, I'm worthless, I'll never succeed. The other says, failure is part of growth, I can try again. The latter rises, builds, and eventually succeeds. The former remains trapped. Choose self-kindness first. Words of encouragement, reflection, and gentleness heal the heart, strengthen the spirit, and create unstoppable momentum. Friends, life does not ask for perfection. It asks that you keep doors open. The word yet is the key. I can't do this yet. I'm not there yet. I just haven't figured it out yet. It turns periods into commas, endings into beginnings, despair into hope. It keeps potential alive. Finally, self-talk is the root of courage, patience, and love. Speak kindly to yourself, and you reflect that kindness outward. Speak harshly, and you spread criticism. Life mirrors the conversation inside. Start today. Speak gratitude. Speak hope. Speak encouragement. Speak to yourself as your best friend, your strongest ally. Your words shape your beliefs shape your identity, and your identity shapes your destiny. Every I can, I will, I am capable charges your inner battery. Every I can't, I'm not enough drains it. Feed the wolf of courage, not fear. Speak with gratitude, not complaint. Speak with compassion, not harshness. Speak with yet, not finality. And in doing so, my friends, you don't just change your mind, you change your life. You become a creator, not a victim. You become a nurturer, not a critic. You become unstoppable. Remember, every word you speak to yourself is a seed. Plant wisely. Nourish it with love, hope, courage, and gratitude. Tend your inner garden, and your life will bloom in ways you never imagined.